Welcome and hello. This is a support video for HEC RAS titled Upstream Reach Starting at a Non-Zero River Station. So what that means is if I have multiple river reaches on the same river and I don't want each reach river station to restart at zero, then I got a question in from one of my viewers about how to do that when sketching out the river stations and setting cross sections up in the geometric data editor. So that's what we're going to do right here. I've got a brand new HEC RAS project up and started. Went up to edit and geometric data. That opened up my geometric data window down here. I'm going to start by sketching in a couple reaches. So click on river reach, and with a single left click, sketch in the downstream direction, making a click at each vertex point. So we'll just go click, 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 click here, and then I'll double click. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call this river A reach 1, and then click OK. Now what I'm going to do is add a second reach just downstream of that. It'll be called river A reach 2. So I'm going to click on the river reach button again and then zoom in. Okay, so this sometimes happens to me. This is not a geo-referenced model. So what I'm going to do sort of as a hack is just view, set schematic plot extents, and then just extend the view a little bit here. So I'll go -1 to 2 and then click OK. And then zoom back in here. Hold down Shift if you want to pan. And I'm going to zoom in here on the downstream end of reach 1. This is where I'm going to start my reach 2. Okay, so anyway, click on the river reach button and as close as you can to reach 1. I'm not sure what the tolerance is exactly, but I'll do a single left click to start my reach 2. All right, now let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Again, pan if you need to. So go ahead and add some more vertex points. All right, so a few more here. So this is the end of river 1, reach 2 with a double click. As before, it's asking me what is the river name and the reach. That's all I've been talking about so far. So this is going to be river A, reach 2. Click OK. Now it's asking me for the name of the junction, which is going to be the location between the two different river reaches. Not too important. I'll just call it J_1-2. Okay. So when I click OK, we have our river A reach 1, and then the junction, and then river A reach 2 further downstream. Let's go ahead and just pretend that both of these reaches are 1,000 feet long. I realize I didn't really sketch them out to scale. They're not nearly the same length, but we'll say this is river station 0 right here at the bottom of river A reach 2, and then it goes upstream to the junction. So at the junction, we'll pretend this is river station 1,000. And then keeping with the same river station numbering, we'll just say the top of river A reach 1 is 2,000. So you've probably seen me add cross sections before, starting at river station 0. So we could just pretend that is done for river A reach 2. But now let's go ahead and add cross sections and perhaps a bridge as well to this river A reach 1 with the river stationing starting at 1,000. That's the downstream most cross section. So to do that, click on the cross section button. River A, that's our only selection. That's our only river. Now we could select between reach 2 and reach 1. Let's select reach 1. Now I'm going to add a cross section. So options, add a new cross section. Here's where it's asking me what is the river station for this cross section. I'm going to say 1,000 and then click OK. Remember, this is going to be the downstream most point of the reach. I'm going to just type in or paste in some station elevation data right here. And then for the downstream distance, this is important. I'm going to type 0 now because there's no distance further downstream in that reach. This is the downstream most point of the reach. I'm just going to type in some generic data here for Manning's end roughness, and then the left bank is 20 and the right bank is cross-section station 90. So I'll click apply. Boom, over here to the right is the cross-section. Now what I'm going to do is create another cross-section further upstream, specifically 1,000 feet upstream from river station 1,000. So that'll be at river station 2,000. However, I'm going to say the next downstream length is 1,000 here. So let's just go ahead and do it. Options, copy the current cross-section. Again, we're going to use river A, reach 1. That's correct. I'm going to say river station 2,000. Click OK. Now for the distance to the next downstream reach, that will be 1,000 right there. I'm going to go ahead and say that's true for the main channel and both of the overbanks. Everything else here looks good. Just out of force of habit, I'm going to add a little bit of an increased elevation here, which is say 1 foot. So that'll be a 0.1% slope, and then click on apply data. All right, so we've added 2 cross sections. I'll go ahead and close the cross-section editor, and we have, you can see in the plan view here, the two different cross-sections at River Station 1000 and 2000. Now, one other thing I sometimes like to do is go up to Tools, Interpolate Cross-Sections. So it's a quick and easy way to just linearly interpolate additional equidistant cross-sections between, well, whatever reach we select here. We'll go with River A, Reach 1. We'll say the distance is 100 feet, interpolate and close. So boom. Now we have interpolated cross-sections every 100 feet from 1000 River Station to 2000 River Station. So that's pretty much it right there. If you want to see me add a structure like a bridge, for instance, I can click on Bridge and Culvert. Make sure to select your river and your reach. That's good to go. Then you'll go up to Options, Add a Bridge and or Culvert. And then what we're going to type in here is a number between 1000 and 2000. So let's go with, how about right here? Let's go 1470, for instance. Click OK. It's between 1500 and 1400. I'll click on Deck/roadway. Then the distance to the next upstream cross-section I'll say is 5. And then the width of that bridge I'll say is 50. So that's, yeah, centered at 1470. And then I'll just fill out some data right here that I have prepared. So 40 up to 43. And just copy that for the entire 100-foot width of the cross-section. Click OK. Looks good right here in the front view. And if I close that, boom, here is my bridge. It is centered at River Station 1470. And there is, let's see, 5 feet to the upstream cross section. The width is 50 feet. And then that would mean there's 45 feet between the downstream face of the bridge and the next downstream cross section here at 1400. All right. Well, anyway, that's going a little beyond what I wanted to talk about. What we did in this support video was add two reaches connected by a junction and specifically focused on the river stationing of this upstream reach, where we're not starting it at 0. We happen to be starting it at 1000. We added a second cross section. We added interpolated cross sections, and then we added a bridge. This video was helpful.